Good morning, my friends. Happy Monday. As I promised, welcome to my home gym. Last week I did tell you guys that it was going to be my last vlog where I was working out upstairs in the loft, and that remains true. We completed, or mostly completed, we're still waiting on dumbbells because everybody has purchased dumbbells, but we've completed our home gym enough where it is completely functional and where I am going to be working out from here on out, which is amazing. So I will give you guys that tour in just a second. But first, I just wanted to say hello. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brianna. I'm the diva behind Diva and the Divine. And it's Monday morning, which is a little bit of a struggle. For those of you that are returning subscribers, welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to hang out with me today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a what I ate to lose weight video, what I eat to lose weight video, how I am staying within my calorie goal and points plus goal while PMSing. Yes, it is a PMS specific video because I want to show you guys that it is possible to eat well and fuel your body well in the depths, in the midst of the most intense part of PMS right before your period starts, because my period could start at any moment. We don't know when it's coming, which is, the most fun part of being a woman, but I wanted to share this with you specifically because I think it's important. I think a lot of people use PMS as an excuse to just kind of fall off the wagon, and it is completely a non-valid excuse. It is a non-valid excuse. You can approach PMS with a different mindset, and that mindset might need to be a little bit more food, maybe even maintenance calories, which is totally fine, completely okay, but it is not an excuse to throw in the towel and just go all ham on whatever it is that you want in the house. So I thought that vlogging today's what I eat would be very valuable because I'm going to do my best to stay on track completely, if at all possible, by choosing the right nutrients to fuel my body with. So that's the goal of today. For those of you that don't know, I follow the Carb Conscious plan on the iTrackBites app, which is also known as Weight Watchers Points Plus, the plan from way back, the 2013 era, somewhere around there. But I'm currently tracking for a specific calorie goal, not a point or bites goal, which means I am just tracking the bites to kind of have a piece of data to compare my calorie goal to my points goal, which, I mean, eventually I'm going to do an entire video on this, but that's what you need to know. My calorie goal on the low end is about 1450. My calorie goal on the high end is 1700. We're going to do our best to stay within that range today. All right, so now that you have the whole 411, welcome to the day. Let me give you a little tour of the gym. Just to orient you a little bit, here's the staircase. This is a completely unfinished basement, but we've been utilizing it for some pretty epic storage, which is great. So as you come down here, you turn, and we turned this corner into the home gym, and I'm loving it. So first we have Gracie's spot, which of course she's never going to actually use because she's a jerk, but that's okay. And then we have, this is an old rug from our old condo that's acting as just like a cushion. Then we have a mushy foam yoga mat and my fabric yoga mat. This is like our core area, if you will. And then we just have some resistance bands, the yoga block, and some other random stuff. This is a gym floor that we got from the local place we got our elliptical at. It is a hard rubberized floor. They are like puzzle pieces. There's 8 puzzle pieces, and this is just enough for us to do our lift 4 hit workouts and all that jazz. So we have that here with our weights that we're working on slowly increasing. We've got a couple 15-pounders. We have a 25-pound kettlebell. This shelf is just going to hold some random stuff. It's currently got the surge protector to keep it off the floor, the instructions for the elliptical, my weight hooks and things of the like. I'm going to be making a spray for the elliptical machine to help keep it clean because you're supposed to use ammonia-free cleansers on it. And then over here, this was, oh, look at that. This is our newest addition. We ordered this stand, which is a rolly stand. It's very sturdy. We're very pleased with it, off of Amazon, and we bought ourselves a big screen TV for down here. And then that little guy right there is an Apple TV, if you couldn't tell, and that is how we access the Beachbody app. It's also how we watch things while we're on the elliptical machine. So we have this whole little setup happening here for lift 4 and things of the like. We have a fan over here, which is very helpful. We have this random stand. Okay, so this thing, true story, is actually a piece of the old old freezer from our condo back in Illinois that the movers, we had no control over this, it was sitting in the pantry and the movers decided to pack it. So we're like, what are we supposed to do with this? We hung it on this hook and are now using it for resistance bands. Yes. Improvising. This is a step stool that helps me get up off the floor because I have a hard time getting off the floor and usually need something to lean on. And then, of course, you guys know the queen, the goddess of the gym, is our Matrix A50 Ascent Trainer elliptical machine. This is, oh, I'm so thankful to have this baby. So stinking thankful. Pro tip. I said this on Instagram, so I'm sorry if you're hearing this again, but if you want to buy a nice piece of equipment like this, for the Matrix things, we actually had the choice of a console. So how we saved literally $1,000 was instead of doing the fancy schmancy touchscreen, all the apps are in the console deck, we used the most basic one. It still uses all of the features of the actual machine, the incline, the resistance, all that. You can still access all of that, but we have a TV. So we didn't need all of the fancy stuff on the elliptical machine. And that saved us a lot of money in the long run. So we were able to get a very high quality piece of equipment and save some bucks by being practical about the console that we chose. So that is our little home gym. I'm very excited and very, very grateful to have this. Shout out to quarantine for being the reason I have a home gym now. Bear with me today. It has been made evident by the last 2 clips that I've filmed that PMS brain is a real thing and I am stumbling over my words today. So apologies in advance for that, but now I'm going to, oh, you can't see it. It's a screensaver. I'm going to start week 2 of Lift 4. This is my second go around, so I did the complete 8-week program and then immediately on week 9 started over week 1. So now I am on week 2 of Lift 4, day 1, chest and tricep circuit. I'm still loving it. I still love the way it makes me feel. So that's what I'm doing. Here we go. All right, it's finally time for breakfast. It is 10:30 a.m. and this is what I have. It's not very pretty, but it's delicious. So we have a Thomas's light English muffin. I really like these as a base when I don't have my tortillas or anything like that, or my special toast from Trader Joe's. I haven't been to Trader Joe's since February. I really need to go. But one of those is 3 points plus and 100 calories. It's got some fiber in there, which is what I'm using it for. And then I saved my little topper here because it's topped with 1 mini of the holy guacamole. Those are 3 points plus as well and 120 calories. Then it's topped with 1 egg, which is 2 points, and 1 serving of liquid egg whites, which is 0 points. And that's everything on top of it. We've got a little bit of everything bagel seasoning on there for flavor. And then I'm having my second cup of coffee. Guys, I've had this downstairs, totally forgot about it. So thankful that Nut Pods are shelf stable. This doesn't expire until October. So I busted this open this morning and I'm really excited because I ordered the new cafe pack from them just this morning with like toasted marshmallow flavored and stuff in it. And this is so good. This peppermint mocha one is so good. So I'm really excited that I ordered some more Nut Pods to try. 10 calories and 0 points for 1 tablespoon. So my total for breakfast is 330 calories. All right, it is lunchtime and I'm having something very, very simple. It is 2 p.m. So my breakfast actually lasted me a really, really long time in terms of hunger. And I'm only eating now because I'm slightly hungry. So I don't know where my appetite is today, but I will take the win. I will take the win. So this in total is 225 calories. I have the Mission Carb Balance flour tortilla. I freaking love these. I say it every time. I mean, obviously, if you've seen my What I Eat videos anytime recently, this sandwich is my lunch pretty much all the time. Mission Carb Balance tortillas, 70 calories and 2 points plus. The ham is 60 calories and 2 points plus. I have upped my fat content just a little bit, and instead of 1/3 of a serving, I put 1/2 of a serving on here, which is 50 calories and 2 points plus. And then the cheese, which you can see a little dribble of right there, is a Velveeta processed, like a Kraft single, but Velveeta brand. They melt really well. Don't judge me if it's processed cheese. I don't care. It's delicious, and it's only 35 calories and 1 point. I'll take the win. Okay, so my dessert is twofold. First, I'm having one of these, the Eat Me Guilt-Free brownies, because I need protein, 190 calories, 20 grams of protein, and then I just ate half of a piece of that sopapilla cheesecake that I made last week because we still have a little bit left. We determined that the giant 12 serving sizes for one pan was too big. So next time I make it, we're slicing it in half, but we took the last half of our dessert and we just cut everything in half. So I had half a serving of that. That leaves me, I'm at 920 calories total for the day at 2:30 p.m., which means I have 650 calories to work with for dinner and dessert tonight. And if I clock in under, extra bonus for me. So I wanted to take a second and address two things of drama that have been happening over the weekend. There's been so much drama in so many areas, and tensions are just high in the world right now. There's a lot going on politically, there's a lot going on socially, there's a lot going on, okay? So there's two things that I want to address. First and foremost is the Erin Condren thing that has happened. If you haven't heard about it, you've been living under a planner community rock, or you're not in the planner community and it doesn't matter. So if you want to Google it or go on Instagram and figure out what exactly happened, go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna go into all the details here, but basically Erin Condren, the person, made an epic faux pas. Epic proportions. And ultimately she's now taking a brief, I don't know, couple months, who knows how long, leave of absence from the company. Thank goodness for that. Again, go look up what happened. But I wanted to address here what's happening in terms of my content, because I create content with Erin Condren products. As of right now, my plan moving forward is to use the 2020-2021 Erin Condren Life Planner Daily Duo that I have, because it's brand new. It's what I've always wanted in a planner, and I'm not going to let the 2-book planner go to waste. I think it's beautiful, and I'm going to get a lot of joy out of using it. For now, I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to have that planner. I'm not going to promote Erin Condren products specifically. I'm going to wait and see how the brand decides to act and actually change and take actions moving forward, and that will determine what I do next planner year. But you will still be seeing my Erin Condren Life Planner in my planner content, because that's the planner that I'm going to be using. I'm not letting it go to waste. I'm going to use what I have. So that addresses drama thing number one of many. The other one that I wanted to address here is Built Bar. Apparently, they had this epic sale, which you would think I'd know more details about because I'm one of their ambassadors. Shows how much I've been promoting them lately. But they have been using Black Lives Matters as a way to sell more product. They've had a 50% off sale, donations to Black Lives Matters, all that jazz to clear out inventory. Turns out that they've been having mold issues in their products lately, and I actually have gotten one moldy bar. And I didn't really think anything of it. I was like, oh, that's odd. But I have so many bars lying around that I didn't think that it was just a problem. I thought it was just I have too many bars and haven't been eating them fast enough. So I had one moldy bar a couple months ago, but apparently that's a thing. Apparently the moldy bar thing is a thing that's happening, and they're giving people a lot of problems about giving refunds. They are sending out replacements that are also moldy. I'm sorry, what? So basically the bottom line is this. Currently, I am not promoting Built Bar. Do not use my code for Built Bar. Yes, does it take away from my commissions? It does. And I don't care, because I don't want to be an influencer promoting a company that is just getting shadier and shadier as time goes on. And quite frankly, if there are any ambassadors out there that are continuing to promote the brand, given this information, I'd be very wary of those people. Just throwing that out there. So don't use my code. Don't go for Built Bars. Healthy eating all the time and Go bars are the way to go, as I've mentioned time and time again. But yeah, so apparently that whole moldy Built Bar thing is a thing. If you want more details on that, go over to Instagram, and there's an account called Cupcake Muscles, Cupcake Muscles, something like that. And she has a whole highlight in her story about it, because she's pretty big and she's been getting information on it too. So that's the drama. Here's more drama. Can I help you? She threw the ball at me. Get it? I don't want the ball. This is not a tug of war toy. Yeah, no, that's not a tug of war toy. What a weirdo. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I expanded my PE Science collection from just protein powder and the probiotic that I've been taking for like well over a year now, and I actually ordered some other products. So first, I ordered their Amino BCAA drink. There is a debate as to whether or not BCAAs are actually helpful for you to take or not, and so it could possibly be a placebo. It could be necessary. It could not be necessary, depending on who you talk to. But for me, I've heard that they're actually really good for somebody who lacks protein. Now, in theory, I am not somebody that lacks protein, but given my disease, it's not a bad idea to get a little bit of extra something. So for me and my body, if this works, great. So what this is a recovery beverage. I might as well talk to you face to face, right? But the harder I work with lift, I notice that I'm sore and that my body tends to retain more water. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, I'm literally lifting 4 days a week and I'm not gonna stop lifting so my body cannot retain water. What the heck? And so somebody suggested that I try a recovery beverage. It was Miranda, actually, over at Running Away with Life. And she has experience working in a nutrition store and stuff before that her husband owned. So I went with it, and one of my other friends went with it too, and we both started feeling better. And I drank some samples of this because I get samples every time I get a PE Science order, including my monthly subscription. So I had some amino IV lying around, and no joke, the day I drank it, the next day the scale went down. And like I was up in like the green zone of like, oh, maintaining and not losing. I bumped up, and then the next day I was back down in losing zone. I was like, oh, hey, recovery beverage. So I decided to order recovery beverage. I got some in the sour green apple, which I just tried and was really, really pleased with. And then strawberry breeze. So those are the two aminos that I purchased, and this should last me a while. I think these are 30 servings each. So 60 days if I drink it every day. And then I got the pre-workout stack that I've been wanting. High volume, which is caffeine free but high pump, and then prolific, which has caffeine in it. And you can stack these two. So if you'll notice, I got them both in the melon berry twist flavor, and you can pick what flavors you want. And so I can throw both of these in the container together and drink them as one pre-workout, even though it's got two products in it, because it's the same flavor. So I bit the bullet and I spent some money on PE Science, and I'm not upset about it. And just as an FYI, I personally do not have a discount code for PE Science. I wish I did, but I've been using Julie Ledbetter. I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram. She's exceptional. I really, really enjoy her and her message and all of the things. And she does have a code for PE Science, and it's just the code Julie. So that's the code that I use for all of my PE Science purchases. Hopefully, fingers crossed, one day I'll have a code of my own to give you. But for now, use Julie's. Julie's pretty cool. Support her. All right, I am cooking dinner, and like last week, I'm pretty sure last week's vlog also had roasted potatoes in it, but I'm freaking obsessed with these Little Potato Company roasted potatoes. Today, I have them tossed in olive oil and the Flavor God ketchup seasoning, of all things. This actually is awesome on roasted potatoes. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, and then I'm making two things out of ground beef. First, I have this. I had a 2-pound pack of lean ground beef from Target because ground beef was on sale last week. And what I'm doing is half of this is becoming French onion burgers, which is what we're having tonight for dinner. And then I'm going to it's already ground beef. I'm going to cook up the rest of this ground beef in taco seasoning, and we're going to have beef taco bowls and onion soup burgers and potatoes, and it's going to be good. All right, here's the final product. This is 3.5 ounces of the beef cooked, which ends up being 200 calories and 4 points plus, and this is 140 grams of the Little Potato Company potatoes for 3 points plus and 90 calories. Here is my dessert. It is the hot cocoa protein monkey bread from Dough Bar Donuts. 308 calories, and I believe it's like 7 points plus, 14 grams of protein. And that will clock me in at 1,500 calories for the day.